Hi everyone, I'm Farooq from Have Halal Will Travel. Welcome to yet another weekend of live shows for Hello Spring Festival. It's HHWT's virtual Lunar New Year event where we welcome to everyone to join in the fun, whether you celebrate or not. Now, if you know, our lives have changed so much because of COVID-19. We're not sure when we can travel again. Even the way we celebrate our celebrations and festivities are different. And that's why this year we're bringing these live shows to you and bringing these festivities and experience to you at home. As part of a virtual event, apart from the live shows, we'll also be having articles and videos on things to do over this CNY long weekend, as well as exciting giveaways. Now, we have one grand draw and two mini draws as part of the event. So all you have to do is head over to hellospringfest.com and look out for the red packet lucky draw booths. Now, today we're going to be talking about Lunar New Year's customs and etiquette. Since visiting this year is a little different, why not take this opportunity to learn more about Chinese culture and traditions? Now, for that, let's welcome our guest, Melody Chan. Melody, thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, thanks Farooq. Hi everyone.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. I just went to Chinatown yesterday, so I got a little bit of the festive feeling, although it's really very minimum this year.
Melody, I know this year we're celebrating Chinese Year differently. Like, how will this year's Lunar New Year celebrations be different for you, especially with the limited visiting? Like, I'm wondering, as your family started like planning your route and planning the houses you're going to visit and stuff like that.
Yeah, because like usually we will come visit my grandparents' house where all the different relatives will go there. We call it 拜年, which means we'll go and give our blessings to the elderlies, and then they will give us ang pao. But this year with the new restrictions given by the government, so I'm not sure if everyone's aware. One of it's only maximum of like 8 people can go to one household. And then you can only visit like 2 households per day. So this is like very limited for a lot of us. So for myself, because I will be working on the first day of Lunar New Year, so probably my siblings, my sister and my mom will be doing the visiting. So that's a bit different.
So I'm just wondering, so that means will you be meeting most of your like extended family virtually over like Zoom or Google Meets or something?
Actually, I know some people do that, but for myself, I feel just a little bit weird because like usually for Chinese New Year, we do this to sort of have more interactions, especially to the elderlies. So if we do it via Zoom, first of all, technical issues, like it's difficult for them to do the setup and stuff, and also like it loses some of the human touch. So no, it's either yes, we go visit, or like yeah, we'll just maybe visit them on another date.
I think that's a good point, because if you want to extend Lunar New Year as much as possible, right? So that you can more excuse to celebrate it, right? Okay, let's
Yeah.
talk about the most important meal of Lunar New Year, the reunion dinner. I always felt that the idea of reunion dinner is really interesting. Like, we don't have that in Malay culture. So why is reunion dinner so important in Lunar New Year?
Okay, so I think this reunion dinner started from like very long ago back in China. It's an ancient tradition where like the family really gathers during this the night before the New Year. To they call it 团圆饭. 团圆 means like in a circle, everyone together. So this is the chance where you meet your families, you ask them what they are doing, you sort of like have a bonding time together. So this reunion dinner is a very important time for everyone. But in terms of like what we eat during the dinner, it depends. It depends on the different dialect groups. It depends on family traditions. Yeah.
Yeah, I know these days most people actually do steamboat for reunion because it's easy, right? So, are there like any specific ingredients? Like you mentioned, different dialect groups have different food that they eat. So, like for your dialect group, I'm wondering what it is, and are there like specific ingredients or dishes that you need to eat for reunion dinner for yourself?
Okay, so my family, they are Teochew, so they are very into seafood, and there's this type of fish. It's called the rabbit fish. In Teochew, they call it bet dou he. This kind of fish, usually during the Chinese New Year period, believe it or not, it will come with like it will produce like eggs or sperm inside the fish, which is supposedly the tasty part. And this only happens during the New Year period. So this is why a lot of people will like really rush to market to buy this type of fish for the New Year. And fish in Chinese called yu has a special meaning because it sounds similar to the word for abundance in Chinese as well. So this gives like a good meaning and brings good luck to the family if you eat fish during Chinese New Year. So that is something that will always appear on our dinner table during the reunion dinner.
So even if you don't like fish, you have to eat it for good fortune, right?
I mean, you can sort of cheat your way out, like, you just take a little bit, but yeah, sometimes you do it like out of respect for the elderly as well. Yeah.
I'm just wondering, I'm just thinking, oh my god, the rabbit fish is going to be so expensive when it comes around to New Year.
You're right.
Usually, how much does the price increase? Do you know?
I'm not very sure on that, but it's probably more than like a 30-40%. Like this is the period of time where like the price really will spike. Yeah, because they are eating the eggs and sperm inside the fish. That's the thing they are looking for during this period. Yeah.
I see. Now another thing with reunion dinner also comes the yusheng or lo hei, right? Now I heard it's only done in Singapore and Malaysia. What does it actually symbolize, and why only in this part of the world?
Okay. I did a little bit of a read up. I think this yusheng originated from Canton in China. And then because of the early immigrants that moved to Singapore and Malaysia, they have different debates on like whether it started first in Singapore or Malaysia. I'm not going to go into that, but it later on become like a tradition only in these two regions in Southeast Asia. And then and also like I mentioned about the meaning of fish, which means abundance. So that fish part get to be kept all along. They probably changed the type of fish. It wasn't salmon in the beginning, but yeah, nowadays we use like sashimi. And when you do the lo hei, we call it lo hei, which means lo is like bring up. So when everyone use their chopsticks to move the ingredients up, it gives you brings you fortune, brings you luck kind of feeling, and also it's just everyone coming together. So that's why everyone do it during the Chinese New Year.
Interesting. I also noticed that you guys say certain words of phrases, though you're not allowed to do that in Singapore this year. What are some of these phrases, and why do we say that actually?
Okay, so a lot of these phrases have different meanings, and they all have a similar sound to the ingredients that were put in. So for example, we say 甜甜蜜蜜, which means like very sweet, and that's when you put in the honey into the lo hei. So it has different meanings, but all of them are positive and is to bring blessings. And another example, like the crackers that a lot of youngsters like to take. It means like 黄金满地, which means like gold everywhere because it looks like gold. So all of this is like putting in blessings and good wishes for each other.
Well, on this topic, right? Can you teach me some Lunar New Year greetings? Because even though we can't visit this year, but I would like to impress some of my colleagues or my friends by saying this Lunar New Year greetings. Can you teach me some of them?
Okay, I mean the most common one, I guess it will be 恭喜发财, right? You know about this one?
Yes, 恭喜发财. It means bringing good money. Is it something like that?
Yeah, correct. So yeah, fortune plays a big part. Maybe you can say 心想事成. You want to try that?
Okay, 心想事成. Is it correct?
Oh, you're good. Yes, you're right. Okay, I like this one.
Yeah.
What's the meaning, right?
What's the meaning?
心想事成 means everything you wish for will come true.
That's a very good blessing to have. Let's try one more.
Okay. This one is also quite commonly used because when you visit the elderly, what you wish them is for their health. So you will say 身体健康.
身体健康?
Yes, you're right.
Oh,
you're very good at picking up Chinese.
like wish you good health or something like that. Does it mean like that?
身体 means body and 健康 means health. So wishing you healthy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I read that all these phrases actually is a really good blessing for whoever you say it to. So it can be elderly, it can be your friends or your family. So I think it's really interesting because in Muslim culture we have the prayers, the dua. So that's when we give blessings to to like our family, but I think you guys also have your own way of giving blessings, which is through this different phrases, which I think is really interesting. Okay, now now I realize although this year right, visiting is limited in Singapore and basically in many parts of the world due to COVID, I've always wondered like when you go and visit someone's house, right? Why is it only two Mandarin oranges are exchanged? Like why do you exchange Mandarin oranges in the first place?
Okay, so like
Oh,
yeah, I got it prepared. So according to what I found, because like we actually don't really like understand all of it, but okay, there's one saying, it's 大吉大利, this phrase which also have like the sound resembles orange in Chinese, so it means to bring you good luck. So and also there's another saying that in Chinese they believe like good things happen in pairs. So like 好事成双. So when you bring two, it's like also another way to show good luck rather than one. Yeah.
So like are Mandarin oranges enough? Like do I need to bring red packets? Because I know, as you know, like for Hari Raya, right? The moment you start working, usually you have to give green packets to the kids or the elderly. So is it the same for Lunar New Year or a bit different?
Okay, so for Chinese, usually the tradition will be if you got married, then you can start giving ang baos to others or like the younger generations. But it also depends on family now in modern society. So like some of the working adults, when they feel like they are financially stable enough to provide for the families, they will also give ang bao to their parents, depending on like you can make the decision on your own. But yeah, this ang bao tradition came from very long time ago. And it means it's usually given from the elderlies to the younger generations.
So I'm just wondering because there's a lot of like backstory and like legends to Chinese culture, especially like even the reunion dinner has a legend by itself, has a backstory or history by itself. I'm just wondering like for giving ang pao, right, is there like a backstory or any legend behind this? Or do you know of any?
I think one of it is called 压岁钱. So like it's sort of like using the money for the children to sort of like protect them from the evil spirits, and with that it will help them grow up faster and better. So that's what I heard from.
Are there any amounts I should avoid? Because I know that 8 is a very popular Chinese number. So like, should I just give 8 or something with an 8, or is there anything that I should avoid?
Okay, yes, because 8 means like sounded like what like fortune, like making money. So 8 usually we like the things in pair. So usually we put in even number, and the amount that you should avoid will be something like that's got to do with 4, because 4 sounds like death in Chinese. 4 means like sounds like 死 in Chinese. So usually people avoid using the figure 4, like anything that's got to do with 4, like $14, I don't know, $40. So yeah, people usually avoid that, and it's more of like 8. Even though it's $8, $18, $88, they just try to go with that.
So everything that is 8 everything that is 8 is good for.
Yeah. So if you can't afford 8, then do it even number, but not the one with 4. Yeah.
Okay. So 6 is also okay actually.
6 is also, 6. There's also another like Chinese proverb that means everything goes on smoothly. 六六大顺. So 6 is also a very very prosperous.
Yeah, I'm just mind blown right now because like, everything has something in Chinese culture which is super like fascinating for me as someone. Yeah, like, I also heard that you can't crumple your banknotes and like you must give your ang pao with 2 hands. Is that true?
Yes. So 2 hand, I guess this is quite common in a lot of culture. So like it's out of respect. So when you give people ang pao, because like comparing to this, right, when you pass them with both hands, this means respect. Crumpled money, the same thing. So like this is the time where you bring people blessings. You want to wish them well. So and you also want to bring them like fortune. So it's a bit bad to give like crumple or like dirty, sort of considered dirty money. So like people usually go to the bank to get like the newer notes. Yeah.
So I'm just curious because earlier you mentioned that you won't be doing virtual like Lunar New Year with your family. So I'm just wondering, will you be giving ang paos this year? Because it's like apparently it's a thing during COVID to give like ang paos. Will you be doing that?
Okay, personally, I'm not married yet, so I I won't be giving any to my younger siblings or anything. But I do give ang pao to my own parents, So, and I am staying in the same household as them, so I will give it to them physically. To me, that is more sincere in a way, and there's more, I don't know, like the process of this makes it more like intimate. And for ang pao, yes, I agree. And it's both like environmental friendly, and it's easier because you don't need to queue up for the notes and stuff. I don't mind receiving ang paos, but if I have to give, I will try my best to give it the physical way. Yeah.
I feel like that's like an announcement for all your your family out there. I don't mind Yang Pao's.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just interested. What are some of the things that you really cannot do during Lunar New Year, and like why? Because I know that there are some like strict things that you shouldn't be doing. So can you just enlighten me on that?
Okay, some of this sounds a bit superstitious, but it actually has a rationale behind it. So something like on the first day of New Year, you cannot do sweeping in the household, because like it might means like sweeping away the bad luck. So yeah, we try to avoid that. So, but if like you really have to do it, what you do is you have to sweep it inwards instead of outwards, so that you don't sweep your luck out of the household. So that's one. Black and red. Yeah. So black means a bit like bad luck in Chinese culture. So you just usually try to avoid that. And red means to the same, vice versa. Yeah. Other than that, there are also traditions of like you can't really wash your hair on the first day of Chinese New Year, and all this is similar. Like they just don't want you to like wash away the bad luck. Yeah.
I also heard that there's something about you cannot wash your hair or something. Is it related to bad luck as well?
Yeah. So
Ah,
yeah, correct.
okay. So how about things that you're encouraged to do during Lunar New Year? Like are there things
Encouraged to do.
that you do will be better for your fortune and stuff like that?
Yeah. So staying up late. So this is similar to the tradition about ang pao. So sui means age in Chinese. So ang pao is another word for ang pao is 压岁钱. That means you sort of like have to hold on to your sui. So the same meaning goes with staying up late, because the saying goes by like if younger children stay up late during the Chinese New Year Eve, it's actually good for your parents or your elderlies. Like it means it will be helping them to live longer for their longevity. So this is something that youngsters are encouraged to do, and I guess we do it quite well nowadays without even this tradition. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's like all the elderly will be happy that you're staying up late, even to do so. Yeah. I also noticed that because like for Hari Raya, we also like we are encouraged to wear new clothes. I mean, not new clothes, but encouraged to dress up nicely. So for Chinese culture, is there such a thing as like wearing new clothes or like dressing up nicely?
Yeah. So like just like the Western New Year, I mean the normal New Year, it marks the start of a entire new journey. So usually everything should be new. You wear your new clothes. You get the new money. Everything should be like a good beginning, a restart, reset the whatever bad things that happened the past year, and then get yourself prepared going forward for the new upcoming year.
Yeah, I think it actually sounds like a perfect excuse to get new clothes, right?
You're right.
Melody, thank you so much for enlightening me with all these customs and traditions. I never knew there was actually so much history, behind them. Happy New Year to you and your family. Let me try to wish you in Mandarin. Gong xi fa cai nian nian you. Is it correct?
Okay. Not bad. Good.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Now, for those of you at home, don't forget to visit hellospringfans.com to catch our next live show happening at 8 p.m. tonight. We're going to be talking to a doctor to find out some tips on how we can stay healthy while celebrating the festivities. And tomorrow, we're bringing you on a virtual tour in West Japan, as well as some simple exercises that you can do at home during this Lunar New Year weekend. Now, head over to hellospringfans.com and click on our red packet lucky draw booths for a chance to win attractive prizes. Bye-bye!